Good day, everyone. My name is Maria Fe Marano Taharan. I'm 24 years old. I'm representing the province of Romblon, which is the marble capital of the Philippines. That is why my national costume is also inspired by marble. And also, Romblon is first, the source of income is agriculture. And so my final gown is palay, inspired by palay.
Interesting. What is one beautiful word in your language and what does it mean?
Maramong salamat. That's for me is very beautiful. Saying thank you every time you receive or you give, it's very beautiful for me. It means you're a grateful person, and it's very important to be always grateful.
What is that one learning experience that you had as a child that made so much impact on you?
The life experience that really made an impact for me is when my father died. We were all girls. I'm the youngest. We were called like a princess because my dad is like our knight in shining armor. When he died, everything changes. My mom has to work hard. I have to do something to help them just to survive. And my mom is very kind and very strong and at the same time very hardworking. She never asked us to stop studying. She said, kaya natin to. Oh my gosh, naiiyak ako. She said, kaya natin to. Ilalaban. Sorry.
Okay. So during this pandemic, what's the most important lesson that you learned?
The most important lesson that I've learned is be grateful. Even the simplest thing, even the smallest one. You have to be grateful because in these dark times, everyone is suffering, so full of suffering. Many families lost their loved ones, and you have to see the brighter side. Just be grateful about everything that you're waking up early in the morning. You have food on the table. Just be grateful.
Romblon, if you win, what do you plan to do to help your community?
If I were to become Miss Universe Philippines, it will be an honor. And for me, it's like fulfilling a mission. I will use my voice to be a greater service for others. And I love giving back to my community. During this quarantine, I actually made a fundraising. I sold my clothes so that I can donate for the less fortunate families in our community. For me, it feels fulfilling to give back.
What do you think is a color that represents a phenomenal woman?
The color that represents for me a phenomenal woman is red because it's bold, it's fierce, it's strong.
Okay, so work from home is, you hear it a lot nowadays, and a lot of people are also doing for this so-called workplace of the future.
I think we need to adapt because we have to adjust. The virus won't adjust for us, so we have to be open for the possibilities that this might continue and be hopeful that hopefully this will end soon.
Okay, if there is one spot or place in Romblon, whether it's man-made or natural, that you'd like to promote in the world, what would it be?
With no doubt, I will promote Bonbon Beach. It's the sandbar. It's actually shown in my tourism video. It's so beautiful. I feel like if I will be there for even just for a minute, I will forget all the sadness and heartaches in life. It's like a sweet escape. It's just a beautiful place. And I wish you can all visit.
May space na. Pwede pa tayo pumunta. Anyway. There's a very popular movement now. It's called #LoveLocal. So I want to ask you, what local products do you want to support or push?
Of course, I would like to push our marble because Romblon is the capital of Romblon is the capital marble of the Philippines, and I feel like I saw some marble in other cities and they're selling it to very expensive, and I feel like it's a disadvantage for Rombloman who really puts an effort and skills, and they're just buying it for cheap prices. So I wanted to promote it to the Philippines and to the world that they should put value in it and see the worth and the beauty of.
Okay. Well, last question for you is, what's one thing you think young people should focus on?
Now that we're facing pandemic, I think the one thing that the young generation should focus on is being hopeful that there will always be a rainbow after the rain, that you should always believe in God, that everything's happened for a reason, that this pandemic, it may be painful, but it teaches us a lesson. Sometimes we need a painful situation just to change our ways.
Thank you. That's a nice way to close the.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Romblon.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you.
So, good morning, everyone. I am Skelly Ivy, Florida, and I am an only child. I grew up without a father, and I was also raised by a single mother. When I was a child, honestly, I experienced being bullied, but because of how my mother raised me, I know that I should be confident with myself. And with that, I know that she raised me to become a better person right now. And that's why I am also here.
What is one beautiful word in your local language and what does it mean? One beautiful word lang. At anong ibig sabihin?
I think it's guapa. It means beautiful because it really gives confidence to, especially the ladies who don't feel confident with themselves. And when you say it to them, like you say, "Hello, guapa," and then they just smile and then they think that they're really beautiful.
You are beautiful.
Thank you.
Next question. So, what is that one learning experience that you had as a child that made so much impact on you?
Honestly, it's, as I said a while ago, I experienced being bullied and I overcome that. And now that I am confident with myself, I also want others to feel the same way too. To be, for me to be an inspiration to others now that I am here.
Here naman something more recent. So, what is the most important lesson that you learned during the pandemic?
I think the most important lesson I've learned is patience because everything right now is delayed. And right now, we need to be patient on the specific goals that we want to go or wherever we want to go. And now that if we really have patience, we know that we can achieve those goals that we want to do in the near future.
If you win Miss Universe Philippines, how will you help your community?
Winning Miss Universe, I mean, it's being a voice, a spokesperson, and a symbol of hope to everyone. And also as an influencer, I'm going to use this because I know that I can communicate to different organizations with the things that I can do, especially during this pandemic, to help people who really needs help in these times of the pandemic. And that's all.
What color do you think symbolizes the phenomenal woman?
It's yellow because it's bright and you can really see it that easily.
You mentioned about being an influencer. Can you name a spot or whether it's a man-made or natural spot in Biliran that you would like to promote to the world?
I would think of Tomalistis Falls. It's located in the Kaibiran place in Biliran. It is actually known as the world's sweetest water in the Guinness Book of World Records before. So I really want people to go there and really taste the water in there so that they would know how sweet it is. I mean, I've been there and I really love it in there because it's like a waterfalls near the ocean. So it's like you're gonna swim in the waterfalls and then it's the ocean right there.
We've been hearing the word work from home this past few months. What do you think are the skills that an individual or a person should develop in what we call the workplace of the future?
I think the skills that we develop there is, it's like you learn more, especially on the techie stuff in the computer, especially in the old generation that they have less knowledge about that. And I think it's a one of the good things that people should learn about, especially for the older generations. And it is one of the things that the younger generations could have more. Sorry.
Thank you for your advice. Thank you talaga. Tinamaan ako doon, but I love it. Thank you. But you're right. Thank you.
At least you have more bondings with the younger generations. They can teach you.
Magbabanding kami sa younger generation.
I'm not familiar with Biliran, but
Yes.
you know there's a campaign hashtag Love Local. Right?
Yes.
So what local products would you want to promote and why?
It's the food. We have there a suman. Our suman is kind of different because we have like different flavors. Like we have mango, chocolate, ube, and I think that's kind of unique. That's one of the unique stuff in Biliran.
And lastly, what is that one thing that you think young people like you should focus on?
I think young people like me should focus on our future goals because we need to set something that we think that's good for us, and not just for us, but also for the community. We need not to think about ourselves only, but especially now in the pandemic, we need to like help one another so that we can be better in the near future. Thank you.